Let me just try to get this quickly set up. Hopefully you can hear me loud and clear. If you can hear me, just let me know. Like, leave a comment. Let me know if you can hear me. Very important. If you can hear me, there's two people watching here. If you can hear me, yeah, bro. Echo Sona, I'm not so sure, but if you can hear me, just let me know from the sound. I just need to know if you can hear me. It's live and I hear you. Thanks so much. Landa is always on the live stream. Channel MVP. If you're on the stream, this is three people watching. If you're on the stream, just hit like for me and super grateful. So let's get this going. I'm going to leave this screen here so that if a comment comes through, I can actually read from here. Let me put this TV a little further down and then just stand my iPad here so that if something comes up. So, quick story, I got another box, super big, very big, way bigger than the first box. And this one cannot be on my laps, right? It's going to be on the floor. And then, I mean, I have opened this, but I opened this so I can take these out. So, initially what I wanted to do was to open this and then like open it without streaming it and then open it again tomorrow to stream it. But I feel like the excitement is gonna die down and I'm not the one that is like play acting on my channel. So once I open it, you guys can see like in real time what this whole thing is. And it's not like I opened it to see what it was and then to again like open it again tomorrow to like fake some kind of an excitement or whatever. So I got this box today and I was really not expecting this today because this was sent in the last few days of January. So a month ago when I did the live stream, I said, I can hear you. That's great, Jesse. So a month ago, I said I was expecting a box, which was supposed to come in 2 weeks max, but then this took over a month, and it took over a month because the UPS tracking system got stuck at a point, and it wasn't moving for 2 months. And what happened is, I'm just realizing now that when this package came in, which came in on the 5th of February, so a month ago, I wasn't called because I just looked at the phone number on here and they had accidentally added the zip code to the phone number. So instead of the phone number being +233, they put 00233. And so there is no way you are going to call this and you're going to get to me. So when this package arrived, I wasn't called, which is a month ago. And let me just drop the box. Uh, the senders, which is Echo Skates, actually did a good job by paying the duty already ahead of time, so I wouldn't have to pay. But I did pay something, which is usually when a package arrives. Let me stand this way. Usually, when a package arrives, what happens is you pay handling charges, which is pretty much normal anywhere. But if you don't pick the package up after 4 days, every day the package stays in the warehouse. There's what they call storage costs. So it means the package came in a month ago and it's been there a whole month and a week and I didn't know that. And so when I went, I had to pay the handling cost, which is fine. And then now I have to pay for storage, which is quite a hefty amount of money. I only went there to check if the package was already there because on the tracking system it wasn't moving, right? So yeah, great, you can hear me, and that's 4 people watching. Let me know where you're watching from. That's also really helpful as well. And also if you can see me. Also, I broke my ring light, so there's no light in my face. So this is just my one bulb I have in my room here. So not really like a proper live stream setup, just my phone there. And my microphone, which I've had for a couple months. So they paid the duty already. And not to bore you guys with so much talking, let's get right into the skates. So I have the Echo skates. I have the old ones. You guys give me 10 seconds. So I have the Echo skates. These are the Echo skates, the Founder Edition skates. Let me get a bit closer to the camera. Founder Edition. I don't know how far the Founder Edition, which was a limited edition for testing, is going to look from there. from the new product, but this here is the 4x80. And again, I haven't opened the box, so I don't know if the first one I'm going to pick is going to be a 4x80 or a 3x110. I know I got two pairs of skates in this box. So let me quickly, and I keep my skates this way, and these are FR covers. I wish Echo would make covers as well so they just match. Now I'm like one of those guys that's using like a iPhone and then some other earpods. So let's get right into the box here. So quite a very big box, and so there is a box and then there is another box. So yeah, this is gonna be good. So there is one box here. Let me set this aside, and then so on here it says Ecosona 3-wheel free skates, and then another Ecosona 4-wheel free skates. So one skate each. This is pretty much packing notes. It goes in the corner there. So there is two pairs of skates in a big box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close this one and turn this upside down so I can use this as a table. Right. So over here I have two boxes of skates. Right now, you guys, let's do something without looking into any of these. Just let me know. This is my left side. This is my right side. Just let me know which one to open first, and then I'm going to open, and also which one could be 4 wheels and which one could be 3 wheels. So left side here, right side here. Guess which one is going to be the 4 wheels, which one to open first, and which is going to be 4 wheel and which is going to be 3 wheels. 5 people watching the stream, come on, let's get this done. All I'm saying is there's two boxes here. On my left, this one, and then on my right, this one. So which one to open first? Okay, first answer says left one. So let's open the one on my left. All right. So I'm dropping the right one. Okay. So let's see. Now you said the one on the left. Now let's see if it's a 4 wheel or a 3 wheel. I'm not exactly sure. And I'm not sure of the color anyway. This is gonna be interesting. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Come on. Is it 4 wheels or 3 wheels? Come on, bro. Let's go. I'm tempted to take a peek at this one. But again, I can't see what's in there for real. So uh left one. All right. I don't know, this is taking so long, but okay, in three, 2, 1. Okay, let's see what this is. Okay, so mm, again, the same packaging, so many boxes and boxes. And I'm not going to pack this. I'm going to leave all the boxes lying down and go to sleep. I'll pack them in the morning when I'm up. So much stuff just for a pair of skates. And okay, so these are, damn, this look good. Look at that colorway. 4 wheels. This look like definitely not black. They look kind of like gray. They look slightly greenish, and then so this is black, but this is kind of like a gray green thing. And this is 4 wheels, 4x80. Obviously, not far different from the. So this is the founder edition here, which is all black. I customized it a bit with blue paints and then custom the liners also. And this is the final edition model. Uh, damn, this stuff looks good. So let me see on here what kind of liners they got in here. Hold on, hold on. Oh, so basically, I think they just have the same kind of liners. I'm going to make a proper video of the founder edition in comparison to this one later, but I can see. Hey, you shut up. So the same line is basically this just fit. These are going to fit, but these ones personally I've seen them before, but yeah, they look fantastic. All right. 4 wheel skates, 4x80mm. Look how close that is to the. There's not even space in there. Yeah, I have to shoot a promo for this or something. Yeah. Now let's take a look at the second leg. If anything is different on that. Man, this stuff looks sick. Have a look at this thing. Look at this. You can tell how solid that shell is. I don't think there is any difference from the old one and the new one. It all looks super the same. But I do think there is a difference if it comes to how lower it is. So with this, the newer one looks like super closer to the ground, like the wheels look super closer to the skates than the old one is. I mean, and it looks closer by just like a very tiny bit of a millimeter. And yeah, this will look super sick. Well, I have seen a 4x80mm before. It's a 110 I haven't had in a long time. So let's just take a quick look at that 110. It's not the liner. It is the liner, bro. What's not the liner? Hold on. What exactly is not the liner? What do you mean by it's not the liner? Okay, let me just drop this also on the floor there. Mhm. And then let's get the. Ah, I haven't gotten two pairs of skates in a long time. The last time I got two pairs of skates sent to me, it was from straight from China. That was, I think, it's now 2026, so that makes it 5 years ago when I was sponsored by the new liner. The new line is the same as the founder edition line. The new liner is not the same as the founder edition liner. Bro, are you sure they are not the same? Hold on there. You said the new liner is not the same as the founder edition liner. Have a look. This here is a right skate. No, this here is a left. Okay, this is the new one, yeah. Uh, I'm gonna get this liners. I mean, what makes you think the liners are not the same? This is the old liner here. Let's go into a little bit of a liner thing. And then this is the new one here. So, okay, so new skate here, it should be on my left. They revised and made it better. It looks the same, but it's not. Okay. I get what you mean. If you say they revised and they made it better, then I get what you mean. They made they made changes. Okay, so as you can see here, shock absorbers can come off on the old liner, and then on the new one also they can equally come off. Right, good. And the old liners have two lace loops. The new ones also equally have two lace loops here. On the back of the liner where there is this thing, I don't know what to call it, but this is basically to support the heel side. The new liners equally have those to give them support. And so, in my opinion, I can understand if you say maybe they revisited the materials on the newer one, which is obvious because if they make like a sample model for testing, the newer one is always kind of like a little bit improved. So in terms of looks, they do look the same. But if you do say they have revised the materials on the newer one, I mean, I can't argue because from the way it looks, it all basically looks like the same liner from the stitching up on the top. I mean, ignore the colors on the older one. From the stitching on the older one and then the stitches on the newer one, it all looks the same. But well, maybe let's say if they put like a 10% of a material here, they could have put say a 15% on the newer one, right? Which which is cool. I mean, that makes sense. But as far as looks go, I think they all look the same. I would have to skate them to know. So yeah, that would be about the liners for me. Let me throw this out and then go on with the how is it called? Go on with that 110mm. Yeah, put those old liners back in here. And yeah, when I get new skates, the old ones get passed down to somebody. So I don't know who exactly is gonna get these, but this is gonna go to one of the boys in the inner circle. So if any of them see this, they're probably gonna get like super excited. So someone's gonna get new skates because I got new skates, and realistically, I can't use every kind of skates. I got like with two extra pairs now, so there's one, two new ones. There's three, four, five, six, seven, eight, and I can't use like 8 pairs of skates, right? So in addition to roller skates, there's like eight, nine, 10. There's two roller skates here. Okay, so now let's go on the on that 110mm. Why do all the boxes come with these? Like it's so much. You could just make one box, but now we open the box and then we have to also like take this whole thing out. So like it's a little half bit of a box in a box. But anyway, yeah. So oh okay, so the first box with the 80mm doesn't have a oh okay, so the boxes come with the tools in there. I missed it on the first one, but let's have a look at this in the second one. Okay, so same tools, a bigger Allen key and a shorter Allen key. I've seen this, I got several of these. Okay, so I haven't seen 110 in a time. I haven't seen 110 in a super long time. Look at that. Look at this. Look at this. You can't even hear that. Damn, this is gonna be a good one. This would make a super good thumbnail, right? Damn. So there's two versions of the skates. There's a 4x80, which you saw earlier, and then there's a 3x110. This thing looks solid. So the first one I had, I took off the 45-degree straps here because I don't like them. I just think the skates look better without the straps. Yeah, without the 45-degree straps. But somebody said they work on these skates because these are smaller wheels, right? But I would like to think if I take the straps up on the bigger wheels, they are equally going to work. But now that I have the skates, I'm going to try those. There is going to be so many videos coming out. They made changes. There is also a 4x90 frame. Yo, really? Okay, I think when it first came out, they did say it was a 4x80 and a 4x90. So what I have now is let me check again if that's really 80mm. Yeah, so there is the 80mm which I have here, and there is the 110 which I have in the other hand. But this 80 surprisingly look like 72mm on these skates, but these are actually 80mm. And that's because of the kind of frame systems these guys have. It takes the whole frame and skates like super close to the boots, which I'm going to talk about later in another video. Again, my live streams are totally unplanned, so I could be just saying anything. But this is actually nice. Two pairs of skates to kick off the year. Yeah, this is what I haven't seen before. So. And much of a difference. I think, hold on again. Okay, so there is a slight difference in the two frames. The 110 frames have a more, the frames on the 110, if you can see here, these are just like straight lines here on the frames, right? On both sides, actually. You can see straight lines. But on these, on the 80mm, there is a straight line, and there is a, I don't know if you can see this curves right here. Yeah, but on these, you don't see any of those curves. But anyway, yeah. If you guys have any questions now, I think I've seen all my skates, and that's enough for me. If you guys have any questions, you let me know, and then we'll answer your questions. If there is no questions in the next 2 minutes, we call it a day because it's late here. It's 20 minutes to midnight, and I usually spend my nights playing video games. So it's basically time to go play video games. And I'm going to leave all of these as it is and pack them in the morning. If there's any questions, this is the time to take those questions. And we call it a day from the 5 people watching. Uh, thank you guys so much. I realize, is the sound much better than the previous live stream? If the sound is a lot better than the previous live stream, then thanks to this microphone on here, I'm going to keep it for all the rest of the live streams. If there is if there is no questions in 2 minutes, like I said, then this is gonna go off. That is almost 30 minutes of a live stream, which I think is great because there's going to be several videos. It's two skates. There would be a proper review of the 80mm going over the specs and whatever. There's going to be like a rolling review. There's going to be comparison videos of the 80 and the 110. There is going to be videos of what happens if I take the 45-degree straps off the 80s and if I take them off of the 110s. And it's just so many videos I can make. And I can also switch the frames on each skate. So I can put the frames on the 80, on the 110. I can put the frames on the 110, on the 80. Or I could just take the frames off of one skate and save one boot and then keep swapping the frames off of one boot. So I can just have one for 80 and then swap it so I can save that one for later if one gets beaten up, or I can just skate them side by side. But so many video options you can do from having two skates, of which one is 110 and one is 80mm. And again, Super big shout out to the guys from Echo Skate. Is that Echo written there? Yeah. Super big shout out from the guys from Echo Skates for sending these out to me. In the past, usually when I would get like free skates, I always know somebody put wedding for me. It's the first time I got skates from a company that I don't know for sure if somebody put wedding for me. But the trend has always been I know like people always put wedding for me, and I'm super grateful to all of you guys for like if you put wedding for me, like I'm super grateful. Off the top of my head, I can think of a few people that say like, hey, Sam is the guy. And again, big shout out to Echo Skates for sending this out to me. I have a very small channel. I barely get 100 views. But again, I always say like it's a small channel of super amazing people. You know what I mean? So super super grateful, super encouraged. Yeah, Pigeon Crew, Pigeon Crew. Exactly. I think I need to make a T-shirt. So that's about it. If there is no more questions, we call it a day. And I mean, I call it a night here. Depending on where you are, you call it a day.